a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Dropping back, it's Burden. Grab down the middle, it's Perkins. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. On the run, it's Perkins. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Put him up for first down yardage.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Pass caught, second down now. And there's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of a play.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. To the air, it's Burden. Makes a quick catch. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10 from the 45. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Perkins.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw yet again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Ball handed off. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down, over 48.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. He'll hand it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. 2nd down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to throw. It's Burden. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And you're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And now they'll run it on the draw. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? That's a design quarterback keeper. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Back to pass. It's Burden. The pass is caught. Breaks loose at the 40. He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Grab behind the line, and it's Perkins.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Looking for the end zone, has a lane, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. There's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Why that's not clustered. They're to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Punt team ready to boot it away.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
The Alabama offense onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Going to run it. It's Perkins. Getting close to midfield now. They'll bring it down to the 47.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush gets home.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Back to pass. It's Burden. The pass rush closing in. Oh, trapping for a sack.
He just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And it's taken at the 25. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019, but Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The shotgun running play call. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Takes off in a bootleg. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So 1st down from the 12 now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The offense will take their 1st time out of the half. The tuck strategy here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are 2 different things.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. They'll try the option play here. Oh, a fumble here. Can you believe it? Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Talk about taking the opportunity when it's there. Force the ball out and forget the scoop and score. Just fall on the thing and get yourself 6 points.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. Before they head to the locker room. He keeps it on a design run. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Powers now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. It's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Gets hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
They keep him guessing with a run. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Play action here on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Now it's second down here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Big moment here in this championship game. Third and short on the 8th play of the drive. And now the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires downfield. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Chris, was the last time you saw a tight end who can lay out like that and make a play?
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. They call the counter play here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And it's broken up. Great defensive play to prevent that deep shot.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Grab by the receiver. Oh, he breaks free, still going. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looks right, caught. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The ball is out right near the goal line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Dropping back. It's Burden. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. Looking for 6. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to the left, pass caught. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's the running back in the flat. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down. Working with that lead, you know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Ball handed off. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. This offense is still clicking.
But they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Back onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Keeping it on the ground here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They're going to run it. And this run goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle by the tight end. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Now they call a run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Can't hold on. The defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play.
He's got it, enough for a first down. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. Tied offense line up here on first and goal.
Base 27 jump. Base 27.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm